Don't just figure out what you want to be, what you want to do. Start with why. My why is this. I want to tell my story to you today, guys, so you don't have to die like I did before you start to live.
Please welcome Robb Nash.
I didn't realize that suicide is the leading cause of death in Canada for youth. That was totally shocking to me.
I'm from a tiny town of like 200 people. One day my buddy got his driver's license. We're going way too fast down these icy roads. And we pulled out to pass one last car just before our high school. And we got hit by this semi-truck and it like crushed our vehicle. And my buddies all ran from the car. They were fine. And they looked back and they saw that I was still laying there and the snow was just filling with blood and it was pouring out of the side of my head. I lost this side of my skull. It got crushed by the semi. One day I woke up from my coma, and when I woke up, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who my parents were because of the brain damage. And man, I went through a dark time. So in this song, you're gonna be begging. Just give me one last breath to say sorry, one last chance to make it right. This one is called One Last Breath.
Mental wellness is incredibly important in terms of suicide prevention and opportunities for improved wellness overall in the communities that we live and work in. The Robb Nash Project is a way to open up that conversation, and we're honored to be a supporter.
This sort of thing is important to me. I'm born and raised in Calgary. This is my community, kind of my home that I grew up in. So I'd love to be able to volunteer and be able to reach out and meet people in the community and learn from them and help where I can.
I think that this partnership between Robb Nash and IPL is so important to me because, like, as a musician, I totally understand the power that song can have on someone. And for me, it's really giving a voice to the voiceless.
If pain doesn't go away, neither does the strength. When your pain gets to here, your strength is here. I've seen it. When your pain gets to here, your strength is here. But the pain, you feel it automatically. The strength, you have to decide to go and get it. And sometimes that's every day. And if you wake up in the morning looking for pain, guess what? You will find it. But if you get up in the morning looking for strength, looking for hope, looking for help, you can find that too. And we said this at that school in Ontario. And afterwards, students are coming up, some wanted an autograph, some wanted a selfie or whatever. And this one girl walks up, she pulls a note out of her pocket and she hands it to me. This old crinkled up note. I'm like, what's this? She goes, my suicide note. She goes, I was gonna kill myself this weekend. She goes, here, I don't need this anymore. And she walked off with the school counselor to get help. I was like, I was so confused. I'm like, she had her note on her?
I have a 13-year-old son, and I've really never even thought about this being an issue for him in his life. You know, I think as adults, as people that are kind of running this country, I think it's imperative that we, you know, step in and have these conversations and help these kids out. Like, I think it's our job.
In the last few years, guys, we've now had over 900 students walked up to us, pulled notes out of their pockets and hand them to us after these shows. Police have told me on average somebody writes this note 2 to 3 months before they take their life. They carry it with them, waiting for somebody to push them over the edge. Don't ever be that person, or waiting for somebody to reach out and say you're not alone. And if there's anyone in this audience that has ever had those thoughts in your head and you feel like you're all alone, and I'm sure there's someone in here that has, I'm here to tell you you're not alone. Look, I had those thoughts in my head and look what I would have missed out on. I think we're losing some of the most gifted people.
It's critical that Interpipeline supports these types of programs to support the vulnerable youth so that they have means and opportunities for mental health. IPL is committed to enhancing the wellness of communities that we live, work, and operate in, and we're very proud to support the Robb Nash Project.